A king sent his son to study at the temple of a great master, with the aim of preparing him to become a great person. Upon arriving at the temple, the master sent him alone into a forest. He was to return a year later with the task of describing all the sounds of the forest. When the prince returned to the temple after a year, the master asked him to describe all the sounds he had heard. So the prince said, "Master, I could hear the song of the birds, the rustling of leaves, the buzz of hummingbirds, the breeze brushing the grass, the buzzing of bees, the sound of the wind cutting through the skies." As he finished his account, the master asked the prince to return to the forest to listen for anything more that he could hear. Despite being intrigued, the prince obeyed the master's order, thinking, "I don't understand. I've already distinguished all the sounds of the forest." For days and nights, he stayed alone, listening. But he couldn't discern anything new beyond what he had told the master. However, one morning, he began to distinguish vague sounds, different from anything he had heard before. And the more he paid attention, the clearer the sounds became. A feeling of enchantment took hold of the young man. He thought, "These must be the sounds that the master wanted me to hear." And without haste, he stayed there, listening and listening patiently. He wanted to be sure he was on the right path. When he returned to the temple, the master asked him what else he had managed to hear. Patiently and respectfully, the prince said, "Master, when I paid attention, I could hear the inaudible sound of flowers opening, the sound of the sun rising and warming the earth, and the grass drinking the night's dew." The master smiled, nodded in approval, and said, "To hear the inaudible is to have the necessary calmness to become a great person. Only when one learns to listen to the hearts of people, their silent emotions, their unspoken fears, and their muted complaints, can a person inspire trust around them, understand what's wrong, and attend to the real needs of each individual. The death of the spirit begins when people only hear the words spoken by the mouth, without paying attention to what lies within people to hear their feelings, desires, and true opinions. It's necessary, therefore, to listen to the inaudible side of things, the immeasurable side that holds its value, as it's the most important aspect of human beings."